You're watching E.T.N. Entertainment-related new, entertainment-related discussion. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video is another live recording, live right now, not as you watch the video. And this one, I kind of wanted to talk about Batgirl on the CW. This has been a big topic of discussion lately, and quite frankly, I understand why. Now, I don't plan on watching the show simply because I don't think the show's marketed for someone like me, and that's very evident in what we've seen so far. But what I thought was interesting is I've taken the approach to waiting for the end of Flash and the end of Arrow, both seasons, so that way I could just binge watch them on Netflix. And I've done that because one thing that's turned me off about the shows when watching them during the season is that once they go to the first break, they come back with like 2 or 3 episodes and then they go on another break. And that kind of turned me off. It took me out of the swing of things. So I decided to just wait till the seasons are over and then watch them on Netflix, especially considering that they had that deal where they just go right to Netflix the next day or 2 days later. And one thing I've noticed when I sit back and I think about all the seasons of Arrow and all the seasons of The Flash, there's been a very slow transition on these shows that have pretty much told me that they were going in the direction that they decided with Batgirl. And if you've seen the Batgirl trailers, they're very woman-centric. It's all about the women and the women power. And you know what? And that's all fine and well. You know, that's what they're geared towards. That's what they're aiming for. That's fine. I never got into Supergirl, not because of that kind of marketing, just because when I did try to watch it, I always kind of felt the show was a little bit cheesy. I actually like the girl who plays Supergirl. I think she's very charming. She's very, I like her energy, and I think she's very peppy, which I like that. I like that, but I just never got into the show in and of itself, but I think she was fine. One thing I was noticing when watching Arrow was, my God, there are so many women superheroes in that show. I mean, I sat back and I said to myself, well, God damn it. I mean, I don't have a problem with women and these characters, women playing heroes, I mean. And a lot of the characters that have been on the show have been on the show for long. So I don't see it as an SJW thing per se, because to me, an SJW thing is more like you propel a woman in the forefront without her really earning it. Where a lot of the women characters on both The Flash and both Arrow have been there for years and years and years. But they've become more front and center. And I think that's done more harm than good. I mean, I was watching the season. I'm thinking to myself, my God, like, I feel like I hardly saw Oliver Queen. You know, I saw a lot of Dinah. I saw a lot of Siren or Laurel. You know, and then I saw a lot of spoilers here. So if you haven't seen the season, I'm going to get into spoiler territory. But there's this one scene, okay, and here's another thing too. Like, why do all these heroes have to have daughters? Now, I know Oliver has a son, William, but we find out later that William does not become a fighter in any way, shape, or form. This is the odd thing, he becomes a tech genius, which you would say, well, yeah, Felicity is his mom, but Felicity is his stepmom. There's no blood there. And then he turns out to be gay. All right, fine. His daughter, Mia, trained by Nisa Al Ghul, and that's fine. You know, if you get that kind of training, you're going to be a badass. I was fine with that. Until one thing happened towards the end of the season that really made me go, you know what, no fucking way. She's going to get that device from the bad guy. It's a device that's going to blow up Star City. And she's following him into his office. And she goes in there and she's surrounded by guards. Now, these dudes are fucking huge. They've all got guns. She's about 105 soaking wet. And she cleans house. Now, so anyway, I had an issue with that because my thought process is, okay, look, I'm not doubting her skills as a fighter. You know what I mean? She's obviously been trained by someone from the League of Assassins. But how the fuck is she taking down like 10 dudes? Even Oliver. Even in his prime, in his heyday, Oliver couldn't do that. How many times have we seen Diggle bail Oliver out of a tight situation? And as the seasons progressed, obviously you had Wild Dog, you had Dinah, you know what I'm saying? You had Kurt. So, how the hell did she do that? And then you look at it, and then in the future, the only guys are Roy and William. Everybody else is female. Now you switch over to The Flash, and I started watching The Flash, and I said to myself, well, boy, look at that. They have a daughter, and she's a speedster. And, you know, most of the villains are chicks. And, you know, because you had that one lady who got killed that was like, she had the icicle for arms. Then you had this another chick that could put you in a block. And then you had the Weather Witch. Then you had the other, and I'm thinking to myself, and then I look at the trailer for Batgirl and I say to myself, there's a transition here. And the transition is basically telling me it's time to go. This is going to be for women, and that's fine. It's just, you know, it is what it is. So with that said, I don't know how Batgirl is going to do. I think it's going to do good in the early going because people are going to be curious to see it. I just don't think it's going to maintain. I mean, and this is a sad thing. I like Ruby Rose. I really do. The first time I saw her was in Orange Is the New Black, and I thought she was I thought she was fine. I liked her in John Wick. I'm cool with her. But they're making her say this dumb shit. They're shitting all over the Batman character, and it's like, you know what? I love these CW shows. I still love The Flash. I'm going to see it through. I know next year is the last season for Arrow. I'm going to see that through. But anything after The Flash and after Arrow, I think I'm good. I think I got to focus my camera. There we go. I think I'm good. So I can understand where everybody's coming from with Batgirl. I actually understand it more now that they're obviously going to go that direction, because when I saw this season, I really, really noticed the transition from all the earlier seasons of Flash and Arrow and how now they're just really surrounded by a lot of wokeness. I hate to use that word, but there's gayness everywhere, which is fine. I don't have anything against gay. I just like it happening organically. And it's getting to the point now, it seems so forced because, like, you know, Mr. Terrific was gay. That was fine. He had a boyfriend. That was fine. You know, the captain for the police force in Central City, he's gay. Okay. But now you got another cop that's gay. Now you got William is gay. Then you got Nora from The Flash is gay. You know, and it's like, okay, but can we have this happen organically? Because once you get all these characters being gay, then it becomes very forced. And then it's like, okay. So I see and then a lot of the keywords, especially on Arrow. I haven't heard it yet on The Flash. But The Flash already did one thing, was like they started shitting on Thanksgiving. They salvaged it at the end. But then you go to Arrow, and there's certain talking points they're using. Like I think Felicity at one point said to Black Siren, they were out at a restaurant, and Black Siren had a confrontation with someone that she thought was from Earth 2. It just happened to be the same person, but the Earth 1 version. And I think Felicity said, was he trying to objectify you? And I was like, oh my fucking God. Really? Why? I'm like, why? So, yeah, it's just, you know, you see the political code. And I don't mean this to get political. It's not. This is meant to talk about why I think Batgirl is being pitched the way it is, because I think the CW are hoping they transitioned people over the last 5 seasons of Arrow and Flash to be ready for Batgirl. And it's going to be all out in your face, woman this, woman that. So, not for me. You know, they say it's not for you. I agree. Not for me. I won't be watching. And after Flash is over and after Arrow's over next year, I think I'm done with the CW shows. And I think a lot of other people are going to be too. And I don't really foresee Batgirl doing too well. Unless there's millions and millions of young girls who are going to watch it. You know, I think the CW, I think it's safe to say a lot of their support and a lot of their base has been young men and even older men. I mean, but we'll see. So anyway, guys, what do you think? Do you think Batgirl is going to be a big success on the CW? Do you think it's going to fail? If we look at the trailer like to dislike ratio, that is an early indication that it's likely not going to do well. So we'll see. Anyway, that's it for this video. This is Rob signing off for E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching E.T.N. Click here to watch more content. Don't forget to leave a comment. Also, make sure you like and share this video. If you want to know when the next video is up, click the notification bell next to the subscribe button. And most of all, make sure to click that subscribe button for regular content.